Welcome to the latest edition of Immunology Updates, covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks, brought to you by LucidQuest. Roche Canada announced that CDA-AMC recommended Gazyva, or obinutuzumab, for public reimbursement in adults with active lupus nephritis receiving standard therapy. The recommendation follows Health Canada authorization earlier this year and is supported by Phase 3 Regency data demonstrating complete renal response. The decision may influence future payer reviews and treatment access discussions. Qihan Biotech announced FDA clearance of the investigational new drug application for QT019C, a universal allogeneic dual-target CAR-T candidate for autoimmune diseases. Designed as an off-the-shelf therapy, QT019C may reduce or eliminate the need for lymphodepletion preconditioning and represents continued investment in cell therapy approaches for autoimmune conditions. Galderma received FDA approval for Differin Epiduo acne gel, containing adapalene 0.1% and benzoyl peroxide 2.5%, for over-the-counter use in individuals aged 12 years and older. The approval was supported by Phase 3 studies, long-term safety data, and extensive clinical experience, potentially expanding access to acne treatment. AstraZeneca announced FDA approval of Imfinzi, or durvalumab, in combination with BCG induction and maintenance therapy for BCG-naive, high-risk, non-muscle-invasive bladder cancer. In the Phase 3 Potomac study, the combination demonstrated a 32% reduction in the risk of recurrence, progression, or death compared with BCG alone. Johnson & Johnson received FDA approval for a Tremfya label update that adds evidence for inhibition of structural joint damage progression in adults with active psoriatic arthritis. The decision was supported by 24-week Phase 3b APEX data, including improvements in ACR20 responses and structural damage measures. AstraZeneca reported positive Phase 3 EMERALD-3 results evaluating Imfinzi, Imjudo, lenvatinib, and transarterial chemoembolization in embolization-eligible unresectable hepatocellular carcinoma. The regimen reduced the risk of disease progression or death by 30% and achieved a median progression-free survival of 13.0 months, compared with 9.8 months for the control group. Pfizer reported results from Breakwater Cohort 3, evaluating Braftovi, cetuximab, and Folfiri in untreated BRAF V600E mutant metastatic colorectal cancer. Median progression-free survival reached 15.2 months, compared with 8.3 months for comparator therapy, with an overall survival benefit also observed descriptively. Apogee Therapeutics reported positive 16-week Phase 2 APEX Part B dose optimization data for zumilokibart in moderate to severe atopic dermatitis. The mid-dose regimen achieved EASI-75 responses in 65.9% of patients, compared with 23.4% on placebo, and is planned to advance into Phase 3 development. Stay ahead in immunology research. Like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consultation.